Heath Ledger was an actor from Australia. He became famous around the world. He played many different roles. But his last role was the most famous one. He played the Joker in The Dark Knight. People say this was one of the best acting jobs in movie history. But Heath Ledger never saw the movie come out. He died a few months before it was released. He was only 28 years old. Many people only know him as the actor who played the Joker. But his real story is much bigger than one movie. It is a story about a young man with big dreams. A story about hard work. And a story about a quiet pain that not many people understood. Today, we will look at his life. Not just his movies, but the man behind them. Heath Ledger was born on April 4, 1979, in Perth, Australia. His mother was a French teacher. His father raced cars and worked as an engineer. His parents named him after a character in the book Wuthering Heights. His older sister, Kate, was named after a character from the same book. When Heath was 10 years old, his parents separated. 1 year later, they divorced. This was a painful time for a young boy. Around this same time, Heath found something that gave him comfort: acting. He played the role of Peter Pan in a school play. He loved it. His sister Kate saw this love and pushed him to keep acting. A small boy on a school stage had no idea this hobby would one day make him one of the most famous actors in the world and one of the most misunderstood. At 16, Heath made a bold choice. He left school early. He wanted to become an actor. With his best friend, Trevor, he drove across Australia, from Perth to Sydney. He had no guarantee of success, just a dream and a friend beside him. He took small TV roles. He played a cyclist. He played a small part in a soap opera. These were not big roles, but they were a start. In 1999, Heath got his first big break. He starred in 10 Things I Hate About You. The movie made him famous in America. Young audiences loved him. But there was a problem. People only saw him as a pretty face. A teen heartthrob. Heath did not want this label. He wanted to be seen as a real actor, not just a handsome one. Heath made a brave decision. Instead of taking more teen movies, he chose hard, serious roles. He acted in war films, dramas, and crime stories. Some of these movies failed. But Heath did not stop. He kept choosing roles that scared him. He believed real growth comes from fear, not comfort. In 2005, this risk paid off. He starred in Brokeback Mountain. He played a quiet cowboy hiding a forbidden love. The role required deep emotional pain. Critics said it was one of the best performances they had ever seen. Heath got his first Oscar nomination. He was only 26 years old. He had finally proven himself as a serious actor. But success brought a new kind of pressure, one that would follow him for the rest of his short life. During this time, Heath's personal life was also changing. He met actress Michelle Williams on the set of Brokeback Mountain. They fell in love. In 2005, they had a daughter named Matilda. For a while, Heath seemed happy. He loved being a father. Friends said he changed when he held his daughter. He became softer, calmer, but fame did not slow down. Photographers followed him everywhere. He could not walk in public without cameras in his face. He once said the constant attention made him feel trapped. In 2007, his relationship with Michelle Williams ended. This was a heavy loss for him. At the same time, Heath struggled with something many people did not know about: sleep. For years, his mind would not switch off at night. He told reporters that thoughts kept racing in his head, even when his body was tired. Becoming the Joker in 2007, Heath took on the role that would define him: the Joker in The Dark Knight. He wanted to create something new, something different from every Joker before him. To prepare, he locked himself in a hotel room in London for about a month. Alone, he made a small diary. Inside, he wrote the Joker's thoughts. He pasted pictures of hyenas and clowns. He practiced the character's voice and laugh, again and again, alone in that room. He told one magazine, "I locked myself away and formed a little diary. I ended up landing more in the realm of a psychopath." This deep immersion came at a cost. While filming, his insomnia grew worse. He told the New York Times that during 1 week, he slept only 2 hours a night. His mind would not rest, even with sleep medicine. He said his body was tired, but his brain kept running. He once explained the exhaustion this way: "I couldn't move. I couldn't talk. I was absolutely wrecked." Heath was giving everything he had to his art. But what happens when an actor cannot find the line between the character and himself? And what happens when a tired mind has no medicine that truly works? On January 22, 2008, Heath Ledger was found unsuccessful. Sorry. Let me say this clearly and gently. On January 22, 2008, Heath Ledger was found unconscious in his apartment in New York. He was rushed to help, but it was too late. He died that day. He was 28 years old. Investigators later said the cause was an accidental overdose. He had taken a mix of prescription medicines, drugs for pain, anxiety, and sleep. These were medicines doctors give patients. It was not one single drug. It was a dangerous combination, taken by accident, by an exhausted man trying to find rest. The news shocked the world. Fans gathered outside his apartment. They left flowers and notes. Actors from around the world shared their sadness. The Prime Minister of Australia spoke about the loss of one of our nation's finest actors. His family flew his body back home to Perth, the city where his story began. A few months after his death, The Dark Knight was released. Heath's performance as the Joker shocked audiences. It was strange, brilliant, and unforgettable. In 2009, he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He became only the second actor in history to win an Oscar after death. His family accepted the award for him. The world finally saw what he had worked so hard to create, alone in that hotel room. Today, his daughter Matilda carries his memory forward. A theater in his hometown carries his name, and his performance is still studied by actors around the world.